Hey guys, Shadow the Pie Hog here. It's one of the first few videos uploaded to my channel. I know there's probably only one or two others up right now. This is obviously Pokemon, for those of you who don't know. I am going to start a series of this. It's a Pokemon solo run with a Pokemon I have recently made. And I'll bring him up on the screen right now. It is a Pidgey that I've nicknamed Mr. Spoon. He is shiny. He does have egg moves. I thought it'd be fun. He's got the keen eye ability. This is a completely legal Pidgey. And now, I haven't actually done anything in the story yet. I figure we'll avoid it for a little bit if we can. And go train. And it looks like we can avoid this. For those of you who recognize the game, it is Pokemon White. However, it is a hacked version of Pokemon White, as you will soon find out. Probably in this patch of grass when I find a Pokemon to fight with Mr. Spoon, who is the only Pokemon I have right here. This is a battle. Lillipup, so it may not be obvious, but this is in fact a hacked version of the game called Pokemon Volt White. You can find the download somewhere online. And it is a patch to the game. And in my opinion, it's a quite interesting and fun patch to the game because it adds 649 Pokemon into the game, including starters. You can find every single one of them in the wild. It was made by someone named, I believe his name is Drano60. And it's a great hack to the game. I believe he also made one for Pokemon Black and White 2 and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. As you can see here, we have a Hoot-Hoot. It is not technically indigenous to Unova, but again, this hack is amazing. And Mr. Spoon's gonna pull out the tackle. Another thing this does that's very interesting in my opinion is it changes most of the Pokemon and stats in the game. For example, I know the first gym, for those of you who know this game, the first gym would normally be one that has just 2 Pokemon. Now it has 6, and it's a rotation battle. Mr. Spoon has grown to level 6. And along with said rotation battle that I find interesting, Pokemon in the wild and with trainers will just in general be stronger. Here's another Pidgey we're facing. And let's just go ahead and use Tackle on it. It's also a flying type, so it won't. So Air Cutter and Air Slash won't affect it too much. It's going to use Gust. Our Pidgey does not know Gust. It knows Tackle, Sand Attack, Air Cutter, and Air Slash. And again, all the Pokemon in this hack are just generally a bit stronger. The game is more challenging, but it's also, in my opinion, a lot more fun. So, we'll just go into the Pokemon Center here, talk to Nurse Joy, get our Mr. Spoon healed up. By the way, the reason for nicknaming the Pidgey Mr. Spoon was because there's a running joke between me and another YouTuber, Sonic the Pie Hog, about Pidgeys and how common they are. We have both fought them with Kadabra, I believe, and that's where I believe the joke came from. Which, if you ask me, is a pretty creative way to come up with a name for a Pidgey, Mr. Spoon, because of the spoon bending that Kadabra and Alakazam do, and it's a wild Rat-a-tat at level 4, so we're going to send out Mr. Spoon, who I don't know if you can tell is shiny, obviously, but he is also in a luxury ball. This has no purpose other than to keep him happy with us, and I don't know if I've mentioned or not, I probably haven't, just forgotten. This is a solo run, which means I will be using no other Pokemon. I can use HM slaves, but I can't use any other Pokemon for actual battles or gym leaders or anything. I will only be using Mr. Spoon for this. I can't evolve him into a Pidgeotto or a Pidgeot. He will be a Pidgey through the entire game, which I think will be quite fun. I think this video is just going to be a bit of an introduction. We'll get Mr. Spoon up to level 8 and I'll end the episode. And then next episode, we'll see what the commotion was at the beginning of the video with those two people outside the Pokemon Center. So we'll just get Mr. Spoon up to level 8 and proceed from there. Now this is a Zigzagoon level 6. For those of you who have played Pokemon White, level 6 Pokemon usually can't be found on this route. So, the Pokemon in the game are just in general stronger. Now, I am not playing this as a combined solo run Nuzlocke, which means if Mr. Spoon does faint, I can revive him and keep going. Some of the limitations I will put on this are I can only use HM slaves when I am out and about on a route. I cannot use them while I am in the Elite Four or a gym. Just to keep the solo run aspect of it going, I will not be using any other Pokemon for a fight unless I am physically required to. For example, I don't know if any of you have played Pokemon Emerald, but in that game, there were 2 little girls on a bridge that would not fight you unless you had 2 Pokemon. Let's stop by here real quick and see what they have to offer. Pokeballs and potions. We will buy some potions. 10 of them. We don't need Pokeballs as we're not going to be catching many, if any, Pokemon. And I did not mean to click that. Let's go into sell and... Again, I'm good at accidentally clicking things. Let's go into sell and sell the Pokeballs we do have. All 5 of them. It'll give us an extra $500 or $1,000, which is just enough for another 5 potions. I do believe. No, it is not. It's enough for 3 potions or 5 Pokeballs. My bad. Put those in our case, and why not just train a little bit more just for the fun of it? Go back into the grass, try and find some more Pokemon that we just haven't seen yet. Look at those branches flying in the distance. Oh, those are leaves. My bad. So, first patch of grass, we find a Pokemon. It's a Pidgey. Mr. Spoon's area of expertise, if you will, seeing as he is a shiny Pokemon. Let's tackle it. Let's see how good Mr. Spoon can do. Almost to a quarter of its health. If Pidgey can do 4 damage on us, we'll tackle it one more time and get some experience. 25 to be exact. We'll go to level 9 and end the video. I know I said I'd end the video a while ago, but hey, everybody loves Pokemon. Let's play just a bit more. It's a Zigzagoon. This is from Hoenn, which they still have not made a remake of. I am so anxious for them to do that, because Hoenn was the generation I started with. No, wait. No, I started with Pokemon Yellow. Hoenn was the 2nd generation I ever played, and it was the one I remember most. So the minute they make a 3D remake of the Hoenn region and Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I will instantly buy it, as it is my favorite of the generations. Simply because it is the one I remember playing most throughout my childhood. Get another 24 experience from Mr. Spoon. Walk through some more grass. And it's a Rattata. Rattata is a fairly crummy Pokemon, if you ask me. I have never ever found a use for it. Though I will tell you what, their Hyper Fang really packs a punch when fighting. That is one of the only things I have found that it has a use for. Another 25 experience, and we are so close to level 9. The minute we get level 9, I will go heal up and then end the episode. Let's see what this Pokemon is. It is another Rattata. How exciting. For those of you wondering, I am in fact using the Desmumi emulator, which is why the screen is laid out in this way. I think it is a great tool, and it's not that I don't own the game, it's just that you can't really play the game without an emulator, considering it is a ROM hack and not a ROM. And I personally think you should go Google Pokemon Volt White and Blaze Black 2 right now. Download it, play it. They are great games. I don't actually have a Black 2 ROM, which is why I am not playing this on Pokemon Black. And here we have the move Pluck, which I think is another great move. We will forget Sand Attack for that, which gives our Pidgey 3 flying moves. Useful considering Mr. Spoon's held item is the Sharp Beak, which, for those of you who don't know, does power up flying type moves. We'll heal up Mr. Spoon, take a quick look at his stats, and then end the episode. So here's Noise, the ever-lovely Nurse Joy. She heals your Pokemon, and even in the newer game says happy birthday to you when it is your birthday. I love Nurse Joy, she is great. Though if you think about what she says right there, we hope to see you again, it's kind of cruel and sadistic, considering that in essentiality means she hopes your Pokemon gets hurt. Our Pidgey is of the hasty nature, which increases speed and decreases defense. His highest stat is most definitely his speed, being at 24, 11 special defense, 14 special attack, 15 attack, and 12 defense. He's the ability of Keen Eye, preventing the lowering of accuracy. His item is the Sharp Beak, which it doesn't actually say what it does, but I will tell you it does increase the power of flying type moves. He knows Tackle, Pluck, Air Cutter, and Air Slash. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Shadow the Pie Hog. See you guys later.